Welcome to Reflect with Ed Fassio. Get ready to experience one of the world's first 100% digitally generated podcasts, where we take a step back, dive deep, and strive to learn new things. Join us as we unpack thought-provoking ideas, personal reflections, and inspiring stories to help you stay in the know. Reflect is brought to you by the minds at ByteBrain and powered by emerging technologies from Google, HeyGen, OpenAI, and 11 Labs. Thanks for tuning in. Now, relax and prepare to reflect.
Welcome to Reflect, one of the world's first 100% AI-generated podcast. I'm Hale. And Julius, I want to open today with a number.
Let's hear it.
$5,816. That's how much the average small business owner is saving every year just by using AI for their social media content alone.
Just social media, not operations, not customer service, not accounting, just the posts.
Just the posts. Adobe surveyed 431 small business owners this week. Real people, not enterprise IT departments. And what they found is one of the clearest pictures we've ever had of what AI actually does when it lands in the hands of someone running a bakery, a landscaping company, or a freelance design studio.
And the headline isn't what you'd expect.
Let's run the numbers. According to Adobe's study, 85% of small business owners are now using generative AI tools. Not experimenting, not considering, using. That figure represents a compressed adoption window. This isn't years of gradual rollout. This is where the market actually stands in April 2026.
And 47% of those owners, nearly half, have seen a direct revenue increase since they started using AI. The average reported gain? 21%. That's not a rounding error. That's a meaningful shift in the bottom line. For people who don't have margins to spare.
The time story is just as striking. Owners save an average of 175 hours a year on social media content alone. Run that number against average small business owner income, and you get $5,816 back in their pocket annually. From one use case. One!
And what are they doing with those hours? This is the part that really got me. 51% say they're using the time to improve their work-life balance. 47% say it's reducing their mental stress and decision fatigue. Only 23% are using it to create more content at higher volume.
So the story isn't AI's helping small business owners hustle harder. The story is AI's helping small business owners rest.
That's a fundamentally different narrative than what we hear from the enterprise AI world. Let's talk about who's actually winning here, because the generational data in this study is genuinely surprising. Baby boomers, business owners in their 60s and 70s, reported the highest improvement in confidence about their company's future after adopting AI. 73% of boomers said AI made them more optimistic. Gen Z came in lowest at 61%.
So the generation that grew up with smartphones and TikTok is less confident about AI than the generation that learned to type on a typewriter?
Here's why that makes sense when you dig into it. Boomer business owners have already survived multiple disruptions: recessions, the internet, mobile, social media. They've built something that lasted. When a new tool shows up that saves them time and money, they adopt it practically and move on. Gen Z workers, on the other hand, are entering a job market where the floor is already shifting. The anxiety is structural, not personal.
There's also a fascinating learning gap. The top two ways small business owners are learning to use AI: trial and error at 46%, and YouTube, also at 46%. Online forums come in third. What's not on the list? Formal training, corporate onboarding, certifications. People are figuring this out themselves, in real time, at their kitchen tables.
And the gender split in how people learn is worth noting. Men are 44% more likely to learn from YouTube. Women are 58% more likely to go to TikTok. Among Gen Z business owners specifically, nearly 1 in 3 are using TikTok as their primary AI education channel.
TikTok is an AI university now, and somehow that makes complete sense.
But here's where the story gets honest. And Reflect is always about the honest version. Because 85% adoption sounds like a triumph until you hear what's underneath it.
42% of small business owners say the biggest barrier to using AI more is that the output feels generic, lacks a human touch, sounds like everyone else. 35% have ethical concerns about the impact on artists, on employment, on what it means to outsource creativity. 31% say the quality is just inconsistent.
And here's the one that stayed with me. 28% cited copyright and legal risk. These are small business owners, people without legal departments or IP counsel, who picked up a tool that could theoretically expose them to liability they don't fully understand. And they're using it anyway, because the alternative is falling further behind.
That tension, high adoption, persistent doubt, is the real story of AI in small business right now. It's not a clean win. It's a pragmatic bet. People are using tools they don't fully trust because the cost of not using them is starting to feel higher than the risk.
And that's actually a very human response to a very inhuman pace of change. You don't wait for perfect. You move with what you have and hope the edges smooth out.
So what does this mean for you, right now, wherever you're listening from?
Your move.
If you're a small business owner who hasn't touched AI yet, the Adobe data makes the entry point clear. Don't start with a grand strategy. Start with your social media. Pick one tool. Use it for 30 days. 175 hours a year is on the other side of that decision.
If you're already using AI in your business, push past the first layer. The owners seeing 21% revenue gains aren't just generating captions. They're using AI for document intelligence, data analysis, and workflow automation. The productivity floor has been raised. The ceiling is still wide open.
And if you're building AI tools for small business, the 42% who say AI feels generic is your brief. The market doesn't need another content generator. It needs one that actually sounds like the person using it. Brand voice, personality, specificity. That's the gap. That's the product.
Thanks for listening to the Reflect podcast, where we're telling the future. Are you in it? Visit reflectpodcast.com and share your story.
The bakery owner just got her Saturdays back. The landscaper stopped dreading Monday morning emails. That's the AI story nobody's telling loud enough. And now, you've heard it.
In the cyber ocean of online voices and recycled content, something different has arrived. Reflect isn't just another podcast, it's the future of storytelling, powered entirely by AI. From curating data to assembling thought-provoking ideas, we've redefined how journeys are told. Reflect is a podcast that thinks, learns, and evolves with each episode. Every tale, every insight, crafted by the most advanced AI technologies. A podcast that disrupts the industry, breaking free from traditional formats, taking you on an entirely new experience. So tune in now and reflect. We're telling the future.